Good evening and welcome to this broadcast of the NFL Week 8 NFL Conference Pick'em on Splash Sports. I'm your host, Shawn Stewart, on this October 25th, 2024. Glad to have you on taking the time to watch this broadcast. As you know, if you have not known, I do a NFL college football survival pool on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 1 hour before the Thursday night football game. And every Friday, I do NFL pick 'em confidence. So, and by the way, it is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. So, before we get started, I want to say you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Threads at 586 Sports S. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel for upcoming events, shows, interviews, vice versa. So, before we get into the week 8, I do want to share what happened with week 7, as I'm actually 500 so far. So since I've been doing these pick'em companies, I have been over 500. All right. So let me go over the picks that I have done. So if you have any questions, comments, or you would like to ask, put it in the chat box. Okay. So let me go to my entries. All right. It's taking a while, so please bear with me. Okay, so as I am looking at my picks that I did in week 7, the three picks I missed were I picked the Seattle Seahawks over the Falcons. Of course, the Seahawks did win against Atlanta. Then I also picked the Jets over the Pittsburgh Steelers, which that didn't happen. And then the worst of the worst that really crushed me was that the Chargers lose to the Arizona Cardinals. Of course, the Chargers were kicking field goals. They hardly ever scored a touchdown. And the Jets on Sunday night, that was the first game with Devontae Adams. And Kirk Cousins, you never know what type of performance he's going to have. So, so because of that, I was 10-3. So I was 10-3, 10-3. So this time, right now, we have 15 games. We have 15 games to go over. Okay. So what I do for the NFL Confidence Pick'em is from the bottom, from the top to the bottom. So if you do like the top, that means like you're very high confidence, and then the lower end is like what you're not so confident. Okay. And not to mention, I am doing a NFL and college football survival pool contest, including a NFL Pick'em Confidence contest on Splash Sports. So here's how you do it. So you're going to download the Splash Sports app on Google Play or on the Apple App Store. Secondly, you're going to after you download the Splash Sports app, you're going to create your account on Splash Sports and use my referral code UUM2IX. Again, that promo code is UUM2IX under referral. And after you create your account along with that referral code I gave you, you're going to go to the search bar up top on Splash Sports and type in 586 Sports S, and make sure you follow me for upcoming cash prize contests. So that way you'll be up front and you'll get that notification as well. Okay. And this has been since August, since it's been legalized for cash prize. So here in Michigan, we can play tiers, one and done, pick 'em, survivor. So here in Michigan, the only game we can't play is the player props. At least the player prop. Excuse me. So at least platform is peer-to-peer. So Splash Sports is a peer-to-peer platform. In other words, you are playing against friends, not against the house. And this is not a gambling site. This is more of a contest pool. So when you think about Splash Sports, this is a contest pool. And do not forget to follow 586 Sports on Instagram, X, also known as Twitter, TikTok, and Threads at 586 Sports. All right, so we got that out the way. So after this, then you guys can enjoy your weekend and your games as well. And I know right now the World Series is about to begin, as it is Game 1 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees. So like I said before, it is 15 games. So give it a second to load up. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. It should come up. And there we go. Okay. Now we got it. All right. There we go. All right. So let me share my screen. There it is. So that is what it looks like. All right. After you download the app. And you can also play it online as well. But I recommend you download the app first. That way you can enter that referral code I just gave to you. All right. So now that we got that out the way, now we can actually begin those games I am going to go over. Okay. So the first one, since I got the high confidence, we're going to go with number 15. Okay. Number 15. So it's going to be from 15 all the way down to 1. So I'm going to start from the high confidence to the not so confident with. Okay. So we want to get the big points. So the bigger the points, the better you have a better chance of getting that cash prize, depending on what pool league are you playing in. All right. So here we go. So we're going to start with the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions, as you are looking right now. Okay. Now, as of right now, Detroit is on fire this moment as they picked up the big win over Minnesota last week, and they're going to face a Titans team that is good on the defensive side, but not on the offense. Okay. And, you know, they have a backup quarterback, talk about Tennessee, and they traded linebacker Ernest Jones and wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. So I should be able to good to go. So I got the Detroit Lions at 15. All right. Number 14, we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. That game is in Las Vegas. That is 2 of CBS's doubleheaders. Most people in the country will see the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Now, as you know, the Chiefs are the only team in the NFL that's undefeated. As the Raiders, they're completely toast, as they're depleted on offensive weapons, and things are starting to take a turn for the worse under Antonio Pierce. And if you did not know, the Chiefs just added DeAndre Hopkins to bolster their offensive, and it should have a positive effect. So take the Kansas City Chiefs at number 14. Now, this one, as I thought about it, it could be ugly, but I'm very high confidence is the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. So the Jets having some losses, but this is maybe the right time to get on track, as the Jets' best performance of the season was in their first matchup was against the Patriots this season, as Aaron Rodgers played nearly flawless football against the Patriots last time, and the defense completely shut down the Patriots. Okay, as the Jets are getting healthier in the secondary with DJ Reed and Michael Carter, both potentially returning this week and should get a W. So I'm going to go with the New York Jets at 13. Now, number 12, we have the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers at number 12. All right, as Herbert played great last week, although they did lose to the Arizona Cardinals on Monday Night Football, so he should have enough to beat the Saints, as the Saints right now is just not too good. Spencer Rattler is expected to start another game, and the offense has really struggled with their offensive weapons banged up and a backup quarterback at the helm. But the defense has been even worse for the Saints, and the Chargers is the better team. So take the LA Chargers at number 12. Number 11, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns, as that is a rivalry game, as you're seeing. Let me scroll up. As you are seeing right now. Okay. Now, right now, since starting 0-2, Baltimore have won 5 games in a row as the Browns are starting Jameis Winston at quarterback, which could provide them a bit of a spark against the Ravens, but the Browns more likely will struggle to move the ball no matter who's playing quarterback for the Browns. Now, Lamar Jackson should have no issue beating the Browns pass rush and hit some big plays down the field. So, very confident in the Cleveland Browns winning that game against the Cleveland Browns. Number 10, we have the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. If you recall, I said last night, I did say take the Denver Broncos or the Carolina Panthers because we looked at the Carolina Panthers. They look like a completely just crappy team, by the way. As the Panthers are going to bring back Bryce Young at quarterback this week, and he has been historically bad when he plays. As the Broncos are very good in defense, and they should completely beat the Panthers. Now, if Bo Nix plays great, then the Broncos should have no issue beating the Carolina Panthers. All right, so as a matter of fact, that's 1 of 3 games on CBS for the doubleheader. So my apologies. I thought it was 2. Actually, it's 3. So the next one, we're going to go with the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. That is number 9. Now, here's the great thing about Miami. Tua is going to. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I'm thinking about the Miami game and Cardinals. That'll be later on. The Colts and Texans. So the Texans dropped a game to the Packers last week. That was a close one. So they should be focused on getting back on track, by the way. While the Colts still have a struggle lately, and the Texans should be able to outscore them. Now, the Texans put up 29 points on the road in their first game against the Colts. So this should be another great offensive performance at home. So I like the Houston Texans at number 9. Number 8. We have the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me find it. There you go. You can see that right here. Now, Packers have been one of the best offenses in the NFL at the moment after 2 weeks in London. Jaguars could hit a bit in the game, by the way. So Green Bay should have too much offense for Jacksonville to keep up with. So take the Green Bay Packers at number 8. Number 7 of Monday Night Football game. It is between the New York Football Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The game is at Pittsburgh. That game is on ESPN. As the Giants are in a really bad spot offensively, they will be without their left tackle Andrew Thomas for the rest of the year. Now, if you look at the Steelers pass rush, they should be all over Daniel Jones, so expect that to happen and force some mistakes out of him. So Russell Wilson played really well last week in his first start, and the Steelers should be able to take care of business against the New York Giants. So take the Pittsburgh Steelers at number 7. Number 6, it is the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. As I'm going to scroll up, there we go. So we have the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. There we go. So great news for Dolphins fans. The Dolphins are more likely going to get Tua back this week, and their offense should improve. Now, the Cardinals did do a great job of picking up a win last week against the Chargers on Monday Night Football. They were lucky that the Chargers settled for a lot of field goals, as I did mention before. Now, Arizona have a lot of issues on both sides of the ball. The Dolphins should be able to fight a win. So take the Dolphins at number 6. Number 5. Like I said seconds ago, it is going to be the game of the week for the NFL on CBS as they're doing a doubleheader. That is the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, as of right now, both quarterbacks are playing well at the moment, but the difference is The Bears are a better team on the defensive side of the ball. That should be the difference that leads to Caleb Williams coming out of top. And you also got to remember that NFC North is a very tight division. So I'm looking at the spread. Let's look at the spread right now. Chicago is favored by 3, so that's not bad. That's not bad. So that's a great amount. So got them at number 5. Number 4, it is a rivalry game. That rivalry game is the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As you can see it right now. Now let's check the spread on that game. Now, Atlanta is favored by 2.5. I'm surprised it didn't go a little bit up. But the Buccaneers offense is not too good as they're really banged up since Mike Evans and Chris Godwin is both out. Now, for the Falcons, they have been playing well offensively for the past few weeks, so they should be able to outscore the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I got the Atlanta Falcons at number 4. Number 3, we have the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks, as you're seeing right now. Now, Seahawks do have a dangerous offense that could put some points in Buffalo, but the difference is the Bills' offense is on fire, as Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league this season, and that would be too much firepower for Seattle. So, if Josh Allen struggles, don't be surprised that Seattle gets the W. So, I still like Buffalo in this situation at number 3. Because now we're into like, okay. Now, here's a Sunday night football game. We're going to go at number 2. Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. That is a Sunday night football game. And the game's in San Francisco, by the way. Now, this game could be having a potential upset as the 49ers are in a bad spot and their offense is depleted of weapons. Now the Cowboys are coming off a bye, and they should have their best possible game coming ahead. Now, if Prescott and CeeDee Lamb can rack up a couple of big plays, then you can see the Dallas Cowboys winning that game as well. Now, as you see, there's a lot of people picking the 49ers to win that. Now, I have picked upsets before, okay? As right now, the 49ers are favored by 3.5. But I'm going to pick the Dallas Cowboys at number 2. And then last but not least, it is the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. That is one of CBS's earlier games of the doubleheader. Most of the country will able to see that. Okay, there we go. Now, if you look at this matchup between these two, now the Bengals are putting themselves a winning streak, and they could get really, really intense this season, back on track with another win in this game. Now the Bengals do have an offense, should continue to be on fire on all cylinders and put up a good number. Now for the Eagles, they dominated the Giants last week. Now if you look at them overall, their offense has a lot of issues, and don't be surprised that the Cincinnati Bengals come up top. So I got that game as a 1. Okay, so we're going to set that. So here's my pick. So I got the Lions over the so we're going from the highest to the lowest. So I got the Lions over the Titans, Chiefs over the Raiders, Jets over the Patriots, Chargers over the Saints, Ravens over the Browns, Broncos over the Panthers, Texans over the Colts, Packers over the Jaguars, Steelers over the Giants, Dolphins over the Cardinals, Bears over Washington, Atlanta over the Buccaneers, Bills over the Seahawks, Cowboys over 49ers, and Bengals over the Philadelphia Eagles. So those are my picks for tonight as well. Okay, there we go. So right now it's actually 7:20 right now. So if you do miss this broadcast, don't worry. There will be some clips be shared on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, X, social media, vice versa as well, okay? So like I said, use my promo code UUM2IX. And also I want to say this. If you put 2 entries on 3 of those contests that you're trying to enter. So let's say if it's 2, that'll be $20. You'll get $10 free. So if you got 2 entries, you'll get $10 free. So how cool is that? How cool is that? All right. So thank you for taking the time to watch this episode of Week 8 NFL Pick'em Confidence, and I will see you guys next week. So enjoy your weekend as well. So take care.